All right, hello everybody. Welcome to a match for the Zelda 1 Legend of Zelda Randomizer, the Pentaforce tournament we have today. We're going to be seeing Jaylow and Yourmajeste on. And for commentary, I'm Lori, and today I have with me none other than
Wolfman 2000. Oh, it's been a while since we've done this, Lori, but now new tournament landscape, new rules to go over, and two competitors that we are watching out for in this first round of the Swiss stages.
absolutely. One thing I mentioned earlier in this week is that when it comes to the first round of a tournament like this, the seeding can get a little wonky, and it can end with a lot of really higher level players taking a loss in the first round. So even whoever doesn't take this race out on top might be coming in with one of the best players in round 2. So you really got to stay on your toes for a little while. So we'll hope that both these two are on the top of their game today and can come out of week 1 with a win.
Indeed, Jaylow7, always known for high quality performances. Yourmajeste, I have gone against before in the previous tournament, also a strong competitor.
Yeah, I've never raced either of these two, so I'm not exactly sure what to expect. But I know they both are not slouches.
Indeed.
Things are going to be moving quickly.
Well, if we want to look at the code at the start, we have, what, 3 swords and a potion? Yeah, I sense this may be a fast one, but it's also a fast one because of the title of the tournament, Pentaforce. 5. 5 Triforce pieces is all you need to get to level 9.
I don't think we're actually going to find any swords, because I think we already used all the swords on the title screen, but whatever. I mean, I'd like some swords, actually.
Well, I think our runners do as well, because I think we're almost ready to take off here.
Yeah.
So as far as what else is randomized around here, well, we still have our traditional start shuffle, complete with a Zola at the start. That seems familiar.
Not fun. Yeah. Usually the way the start shuffle works is whatever screen you start on won't have any enemies on it. And this means even if you go back to the vanilla start screen, there will be enemies on it as long as you didn't start there. But if there's a Zola on a normal screen where your start screen, the Zola is still going to be there, so have fun.
Well, Jaylow is already having fun finding the first of the take any's, and now an info shop that we're not actually going to be able to use yet.
Yeah.
Lori, why don't you explain this little quirk?
All right, so one of the new flags we have featured in this tournament is involving the book. And that flag in particular is going to be that until we get the book, all the old men will have the same exact message, and we will not be able to understand anything they say.
What we can understand is item underneath Armos equals almost immediate pickup. Yourmajeste now has the stepladder.
That means we can also go to the coast soon.
And perhaps Yourmajeste is heading that way now. Jaylow, however, heading towards the other common Armos stop. Going to see what's in this cave guarded by Octoroks. Gotta head around. There we go. Anything good? Potion shop. That'll be useful when we find the letter.
Yep.
Also, interesting observation we may not have noticed. Jaylow has already found 2 take any caves. Reason for that, we have a candle but no sword, and we also have another heart container. In the meantime, medium secrets are 36 rupees. Not bad. Now, what is going to be... Ah, Your Majesty is heading towards the coast, has to watch out for the Octoroks. So what is going to be that coastal item?
Oh, we're going to check this cave first, because open caves are good to check. That's a shop. Not a lot of things at great prices. Is that the wand? No, that's the white sword. So free ladder, basically free ladder, into basically free level 2 sword. That is a really good find, especially with blue moblins, a bomb-dropping enemy at low roll for health.
And there is the take any that Jaylow had found first. So both getting the candle, but for Your Majesty's side, we're not going to have to worry about the wooden sword.
Absolutely not, but we do have warps.
Yep, warp 1 north of the vanilla start square.
Death Mountain Warp.
And, oh, Death Mountain Warp is always a good find. Where else? Vanilla level 2. They're spread out. Come on, give us another good one. Dead Woods, I think that's an A- set of warps.
That is really good. I think the only thing that would have made it better is... Actually, no, I can't really think of much. That's just a really good set of warps.
And the letter in vanilla level 3. So those potion shops are immediately available.
Yep.
Ah, our first level of the match. Level 7 in the Eastern Forest.
Yeah. Level 7 is kind of a mean one, because it's one of the bigger ones, but it also only has one item. But in a situation where you're only going to be visiting, at least 5 dungeons.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you, Lori, but that level 7 is just rude.
I mean, not going to be rude for Your Majesty, but for Jaylow it sure is.
Triforce in Trap Room... Moat Room, that's just... well...
Yeah, at least Jaylow's really close to the ladder, so if he makes it to the Armos without dying, won't be a problem. We have level 5 for Your Majesty.
Level 5 in the Dead Woods. And already wizrobes and staircases. Now, levels 5 through 8, all the levels really, are using the vanilla shape, so this could be an item, it could be a passage, it's a passage.
I did not expect an item there with a layout like that.
Well,
bomb holes are possible, but in a situation like that where you immediately see a staircase, this game's not going to be nice to you and give you an item right off the bat. It's just going to give you a transport.
It's also not going to be nice with the small secret, only 4 rupees.
I've seen a lot of really good secret seeds be ruined by just smalls. Okay, I've just noticed how kind of crazy Your Majesty's sprite pack is getting.
Yep, we have Phantos, we have the Kid Icarus pot snakes.
What is happening even?
And
then the wizrobes and the other things and the wall masters are completely normal.
It's as if we had suddenly turned Smash Brothers into The Legend of Zelda here.
Oh man. The Legend of Zelda Randomizer Ultimate. Oh, we have a compass. That's a good thing to find. Oh, well, it's all the way down there. Oh, okay. There's the bomb hole. We found it.
We somehow found the bomb hole by moving south within the dungeon, or no, moving north within the dungeon, then continuing, and it just worked? I thought that only worked in the overworld.
I've never seen that ever. So, pretty cool. If that was even intentional.
New meta being discovered right here in the Pentaforce tournament.
Oh yeah. A lot of keys right now for Your Majesty. For such an early game time of only 7 minutes in, 4 keys is definitely a great thing to have on you.
We just saw the magic sword location, but due to the nature of this tournament, it's going to be very rare to see our runners pick it up.
Yeah, we're probably, even if someone gets enough hearts to pick it up, and the time, it's probably gonna have to be a 10 heart sword.
Roach788 asks, what exactly is your Majesty's weapon? Technically, it's the white sword, but oh my gosh, Jaylow needs that ladder because we have another Moat Triforce room.
Yep, and it looks like Your Majesty wants to find the item in this dungeon. When you're this early in the seed, it's good to just look for items because, you know, you're here, might as well.
Though, to get back to the question of what the actual weapon is, let's see, you whack it a frying pan? I don't know.
That sounds fun.
Also, Jaylow has found the large secret 94 rupees LOZ cards fan would shake his head in disgust. Fortunately, Your Majesty has gotten the Triforce piece out of level 5 and is going to dig around some more. Melee Wizard, our tracker for the match, is thinking it could be a slingshot. I can kind of see the resemblance, but that looks like a wand. And thank you for that pause screen, Your Majesty. We have confirmation, wand in 5.
Alright, so Your Majesty is basically ready to fight whatever, especially with the arrows being bought. So if we don't have silvers and we find the bow, we'll have the arrows. The wand, the white sword, and the arrows all do 2 damage. So they're all pretty good to have.
We have found the White Sword Cave, and it's a heart container, which Jaylow was able to immediately pick up.
That's cool. The heart container being in the White Sword Cave is always kind of funny to me. Because it's like, hey, you don't have enough heart containers to pick up this heart container.
But in this case, it was rolled to allow you to pick it up as long as you got at least 1 heart.
Jaylow's already found a lot of take any's. So.
Oh, Jaylow missed the bomb drop from the Moblin. Ouch.
That is really not good. Your Majesty finding a blue ring shop. Slightly below vanilla price at $245.
Ooh, this is a dangerous screen with the Lionels. Oh, and this area has level 6. Some call it the Forgotten Spot because it's an area that, honestly, a number of runners have forgotten about during their runs.
Not a good thing to forget about. Especially when level 6 is there, it's pretty important. But, yeah, it is one of the more looked over ones. And we have a staircase already. Is this going to be the transport or the item? We got the red ring!
Bye-bye, blue ring shop. We hardly knew ye.
So the red ring going to quadruple our defense from the green tunic. Which is basically just the best thing you could ever have. Because this game is evil. Especially with Your Majesty still only on 3 hearts.
Well, being at 3 hearts does actually have an advantage. Just one we haven't had a chance to see yet. The toll rooms from the second quest have been brought over to this set of flags. If you encounter a toll person and you have to either pay life or something else, you could just pay the life, go immediately to a zombie state, and well, there you go. I mean, 1 hit will take you out, but you don't have to pay anything else. Also, I like how level 6, you still have to go from one end to the other for this dungeon, but in this case, you just have to take the long way around.
Yeah.
Also,
so
that Dodongo was rude.
Oh, jeez. I remember, Dodongos are really mean. I remember one time I had to deal with a Dodongo in a Chevy room, and it was just doing everything I didn't want it to do. Fortunately, there's a bomb drop for free in the next room, so getting bombs back. And red gorillas can also drop some bombs. There's just no way to get to this tail of the dungeon, is there? More bombs, though.
I'm curious as to what Jaylow is doing. Oh, there we go. Probably was mapping some things out.
Probably. 5 is a kind of weird dungeon. Okay, jeez. Majesty's like 13 minutes in and already has like 6 keys.
Well,
Which is-
levels 5 and... I know level 5 had a number of keys in the vanilla game. 6, I guess, had them as well, but...
I don't know. I always did 6 after 8 whenever I played this game in vanilla, so I always had the any key in 6. Oh.
Your Majesty has gained a fan, apparently.
Good job, Your Majesty. We're proud of you.
And just to continue the mixed up sprite stuff, that's the magic carpet from Mario Brothers 2, I think.
Oh, great. That's a long alert.
But now the Pole's voice are going to choose to cause some problems. This is a full combat room.
Well, Your Majesty took a red potion at some point. Might have found the take any and took it.
I did see the potion prices didn't have a chance to bring them up. 50 and 70 respectively.
Oh, okay. We did have the letter. I missed that.
Both have them, and now it's like guarding the Triforce piece.
Yeah. Very quickly done.
Indeed. This is a good time.
Go ahead.
This is a good time to remind all of you to please follow our runners here.
There we go, yeah. This is just going all the right ways for Your Majesty so far. Jaylow's still having a little bit of problems with the ladder blocks, but it's just 2 screens away from the ladder. So hopefully we'll make it over there soon.
Something else that I've just realized. All the overworld spots have been found, so that means the book has to be in a dungeon. Maybe it's in level 4 that was just discovered in the Death Mountain Armo spot.
Who knows? Considering Your Majesty already has the wand, I know some people don't like the book fire that the fire that the book gives, because that still happens. Just because the book is needed for the old men doesn't mean it doesn't do the fire thing it used to do. I personally, I will sacrifice taking the fire if it means being able to understand what the old men are telling me in level 9.
Ooh, sequence break here. We can do a block clip to skip needing the recorder to get... Oh, we were just talking about...
Oh, hey! The book!
So, now with that book in hand, we can actually understand what the NPCs are talking about, so we can gain some additional knowledge. But in this case, that knowledge comes with the Curse of Fire as being demonstrated right now.
Yeah. This can be problematic because it's weird. If you run into your own fire with the candle, it'll damage you. It's kind of like the opposite of every other Zelda game where your fire weapon usually won't burn yourself, but your bombs can damage you. You can stand in the middle of the bomb and be fine, but, like, God forbid you touch a flame. You're just gonna burst into half a heart of damage. I mean, Your Majesty has a red ring, so maybe not a half a heart, but still not a good number.
And ironically, Link to the Past reversed those two.
Yeah, and every game onwards, basically.
Okay, a lot of knowledge came in quickly. Wooden Sword is at Casino Corner. The level 1 has the Wooden Boomerang, and Triforce Piece for level 4 has already been found.
Jeez.
And, okay, who chose to raid the prize pool at the back? There should be 96 more rupees.
Life in Hyrule's tricky. How do you know? I mean, that old guy literally just had a sword.
Yeah, I'll give you that. We also did find level 9 at Monocle Rock, so Jaylow has that knowledge at least.
Yeah, very good to know where level 9 is, because that's the required dungeon. That's where Zelda is, that's where Ganon is. And there's level 1.
Level 1 at Death Mountain. 2 items here. We already know one of them is the boomerang, but what's the second?
I don't know. That's old news for Your Majesty, already having the Triforce and item out of level 5. No reason to go back there. I assume if Your Majesty finds the other item before the boomerang, I don't think Your Majesty is going to go wooden boomerang hunting.
And even if the wooden boomerang is found first, I don't know if he would go for it anyway. One of the things that we haven't talked about yet is you may have noticed that the enemies actually have a variant HP here.
Yeah.
It's plus or minus 2. Same with bosses.
Yep. Ganon has not changed in HP. He's in a different pool on the randomizer than when you shuffle boss health, so his health's going to be normal. But stuff like Leox might take a few more hits.
Alright,
Jaylow. The first bosses I could think of.
Jaylow finally has that ladder.
Yep.
And is pondering, does he want to go up in the Lost Hills?
I mean, I think if you're here, you might as well.
Especially if once you enter there, the only way to actually leave is going back. And oh! Early Triforce find for Your Majesty. So where's that second item?
I don't know, have we... We've not seen the boomerang either. I think the big question is, which is the boomerang going to be on the floor, or is it going to be on the stairs? We just have to find that out by doing some stuff. Fortunately, we have the ladder here, so these land molos are not going to be an issue.
As long as you are fully on the water, if you're on half land, half water, you can get bonked.
Mm-hmm. That's not good, but standing fully on the water, stuff won't hit you unless it has a projectile. Land molas don't. So nice and safe.
And it looks like our items are actually going to be towards the vanilla end of the dungeon.
Got some dark nuts here. Do these guys have buffed HP? I think it's normal.
I couldn't
Yeah, I couldn't tell too much.
Looks the same.
Yeah, no, it's normal. My bad.
Nah, it's completely fine. I had missed some of it earlier. Well, there's the compass. You already know that.
Yeah, that's not going to be important to pick up. And the staircase item isn't here, but we could still have a floor item.
Silvers!
Oh, baby! That's huge. That is huge. The 2 items that are going to be 100% required in every seed, not every seed, with this flag set, every seed. I know TGE would always rag on me talking about other flag sets when I'm trying to say every seed. But this flag set, we're forced to kill Ganon to unlock Zelda. So we need the bow and the silver arrows in order to kill Ganon. So one of the 2 always required items. That's a really good find for Your Majesty.
Alright, Jaylow, with that ladder, immediately went to level 7. Good decision. However, it's a 4-1 Triforce piece lead for Your Majesty.
Yeah. And he's leaving. Jaylow's just leaving. I mean, that's not a bad idea. If you want to dig an item, 7's not the best place to do it, especially when you've only looked at, like, 2 rooms.
Which means watch it be the bow.
Your Majesty is not taking anything from the Take Any.
Perhaps actually going for that zombie link strategy? I mean, with the red ring, you have plenty of defensive power.
Absolutely. I was still expecting. I don't think Your Majesty... Actually, I think Your Majesty still has, like, a blue potion on him. Never mind.
All
so
right.
finally, Jaylow with a white sword, going over to the coast.
And Your Majesty is choosing to save progress. Where is the next destination?
Oh, out of bombs. Couldn't bomb the vanilla... The second quest... Letter Cave, I think, is up there?
Yeah, it is up there. So my question now, did we ever see the price of bombs yet?
I don't think we found a bomb shop. I think bombs might be in the rare shop? I don't know. I don't like saying that just because we haven't found them, but at this point, with how much we've explored, that might be the case.
where bombs are rarer than blue rings. That just feels wrong.
It's very wrong, I hate it. But both of them are only at 1 rupee, so... they gotta be 1 rupee if we want... Okay, never mind. Forget I said it.
That's 2 of the 3 large secrets at my count.
Yep. I trust your count. You better book it. So that's one thing about having the book. Not only do you understand the hints that old men give you, you also understand the random stuff that everyone else says. Which is funny.
However, the person at the Wooden Sword Cave will still spout out the nonsensical line because it has to exist somewhere.
Yep. Good luck. I think it's interesting that we do have a 4-1 Triforce lead, but the only one that Jaylow has is not the one that Majesty has. Because I want to know if Majesty finds 7 as the next dungeon, will he do the play of immediately living, or will he dig for the bow? Important items, one of the newer flags that we didn't mention, important items can be allowed in 9. Usually, there are sanity checks in place so that every item that is required to full clear either an overworld or a dungeon, so that being the recorder, the ladder, the raft, the bow, and the power bracelet, will not be in level 9, but we have a flag on that will allow those in level 9. So, Majesty making the bow, making the play to dig level 9 to find the bow is a sensible play if it comes down to it. If you want to do that, though, you don't really want to. But you don't want to go finding other dungeons just to dig them before going to 9.
Indeed.
Yeah, really, the important items in 9 flag to me is only a flag that works at its full potential when in a situation like this where you don't have as many, you don't have to get as many Triforce pieces. I think this is just a great showcase of a lot of the newer flags.
Well, one of the newer flags that we're not showcasing is the Dungeon Heart flag.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, that flag is a little bit insane. Basically, the 8 heart containers that would normally drop from bosses, those are now shuffled too.
Yeah.
But they're not for this flag set, but if you want to mess around with it yourself, by all means.
Yeah. I remember I've done 2 races of those flags with friends. In one of the races, we were like, hey, we like this flag, it's pretty cool. In the second one, because of the Dungeon Hearts flag, like, all of us had problem finding silvers and all just decided to never use it again. It's a chaotic set. And one that could definitely unbalance some stuff in this tournament if, you know, because just, it adds an extra item to every dungeon. It gets just so crazy.
Honestly, I should try that flag set out at some point. In the meantime, Jaylow is going through level 5 right now. Just spent the last key.
Yeah.
I don't remember if there's a key in this room. Nope, it's the map.
I mean, the map is alright.
Alright is about the best I can give it. Since it's the first quest shapes, then there you go.
Yeah.
And Your Majesty is gaining more fans as he is trying to utterly dominate this seed.
Yay, Majesty! Oh, we got Gleeok and a compass. And a really weird room layout. Oh.
It's the top moat, basically.
It's a line!
But it's also without any way to go south unless this Gleeok has a key. Nope.
That's a line with a slope of 0.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about infinity here.
Nope.
Good old y equals mx plus b.
Good old. I've not done that in a long time, actually.
Well, fortunately, we don't need to worry about 10th grade
Zelda is not really the
here.
game. Zelda, that's not 10th grade geometry, that's 9th grade algebra 1. Close enough, though. I really like math.
As do I just forget the order of which classes are.
I know, orders are weird. I don't get it.
Well, Your
Triforce
Majesty,
of Majesty.
but still wishing to explore, maybe not.
I think just wanted to check out this room. Might head back in. I don't know what Majesty wants to do. But Majesty does have access to 9, and I believe knows where it is. No.
I know Jaylow does.
Jaylow knows where it is. I don't think Majesty knows where it is.
So let's at least talk hard numbers right now. We are missing... We have the Armos item as the ladder. The ladder item is the white sword. The white sword item is a heart container. We know that level 1 has boomerang and silver arrows. Level 4 has the book. Level 5 has the wand. Level 6 has the red ring. We need the bow. Go ahead.
The item in 2 isn't found. The item in 3 isn't found. 7, both in 8, and both in 9. There's a 2 in 7 chance right now that we'll find it. Is that how it works?
Effectively, yes.
It's gonna go from 2 and 7 to like a 1 and 6.
We know now. Thank you, Your Majesty, for purchasing that.
Never mind.
8 has the bow.
Never mind, don't listen to me. I don't say anything useful.
No, it was useful. We just weren't expecting a hint purchase to actually be useful here.
What? The first hint, too. Alright, well now we're on a quest to find 8. We don't know anything about 8. We don't know if it's blocked by a power bracelet or something. This could be just horrible. Please don't let it be horrible.
Your Majesty has already sequence broke to get the red ring, I believe. Or, no, that was the book. Excuse me, that was level 4. So, who knows? We may actually have to get the recorder to go into Recorder Lake and find level 8. However, Jaylow is trying to catch up, already has both of the ladder block Triforce pieces, and is going back in to find the item.
Interesting.
Alright, now Your Majesty knows where level 9 is.
Yep. Gonna hop right out because knows where the bow is. Just not where the dungeon with the bow is. Gonna do more exploration. Jaylow finding his wand, very nice.
Extra offensive capability is certainly going to help here.
Absolutely.
And now Your Majesty finds the useless casino and is about to be disappointed by the prize room as well.
Yep.
Or not even picking it up. Did I see that right?
Yeah. I think he's just doesn't care at this point. He has red ring, he has silvers, he has ladder. The only thing he'd need to buy right now is the bait, if there's the bait block in 9. And the only thing that could stop us from having the money to buy the bait is if we get like 2 door repairs in a row. Your Majesty doesn't really have a reason to pick it up. And he's not even buying the bait, so what do I know?
There are 2 shops that have the bait. That's typically the more expensive one. So perhaps looking for the cheap one as well?
Perhaps. I mean, could have bought the... So I don't know what Your Majesty would still want. Don't ask what the blue is. I don't know what else Majesty would want at this point, other than bait. Does he really want a magical shield?
Apparently... not. Right now, attempting to go for this screen wrap. This is the other way to get to the top of the Lost Hills without having to go down, left, and up 4 times.
Yep.
But it's not the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah. I've never done a screen wrap myself. It's a very tricky thing. Your Majesty is very... what's the word? What's the word? I forgot my words. Okay, never mind. I think very dead set on going for it.
However, you have to be pixel perfect, 5 pixels away from the edge of the screen. Then you have to tap up or down and basically turn around and then just zoom through, but not too far because otherwise you will literally just walk beyond the point.
Yeah. Determined. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Benny.
Alright, Jaylow is now in Death Mountain.
Yep. And we're gonna be seeing here. I think we saw Jaylow check these caves, but I don't remember what was there. I just thought of something.
What?
You know how Your Majesty had to leave because he couldn't find Vanilla 8? Or he couldn't get in the Vanilla second quest letter spot right here? Because he was out of bombs? What if 8's right here?
It's not. It's just a door repair.
Dang. That would have been mean, though.
Would have, but for Your Majesty's sake, it's not. So now Jaylow needs to find another level. Fortunately, level 1 is nearby, so we will see him enter it, and hopefully find those silver arrows.
Yep. They're on the same screen right now. Your Majesty's going back to that door repair. Gonna get his money stolen. Jaylow taking another heart.
So looking at the map at the bottom, thanks again to Melee Wizard for tracking here, we have found levels 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. We haven't seen 2, 3, or 8 yet.
And we need to find 8.
Yeah, it is entirely possible that we may need the raft, the power bracelet, or the recorder to get into those 3 levels. And if that's the case, that means we have to explore 7.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's something that Majesty still hasn't checked. Which at this point, I don't know if he checked the Spectacle Rock area? Might be heading there now, but after that, also maybe the Grave and Vanilla 6, I don't know if that was checked.
I don't think it was, and that's where Your Majesty is heading right now.
Yeah. Yeah, because I still think there are a few things that Majesty does need to find on the overworld before we say we have to go into 7. Yeah, Melee Wizard, our tracker bringing up we've not been to the grave yet.
Oh, there's the bomb shop! 39 rupees!
39!
What a rip!
Gross. So I guess we should talk about that. The way that the prices work is it's in a range. There's the silvers for Jaylow. It's in a range based around the vanilla price, and then I think it's like plus or minus around 20 or so. And so for the bombs, they can be anywhere from 1 to 40 rupees, and in vanilla, they're 20. So 39 is just kind of gross.
And, Palom brings up an excellent point. It's entirely possible we may have to actually dip into 9 to get another quest item.
Oh, that's true.
We may have a double dip here, folks.
Double dip 9.
So, in this case, would you rather enter 7 or 9?
I'd enter 7.
You would do 7 first.
Actually, no. Let me think about it. Because 7 is smaller and has less items, so you could figure out more about it easier and quicker. But 9, we need to go in anyways, and we could probably get other more useful information out of 9 while we were digging for items.
We just found level 2 north of the Forgotten Spot, but...
Majesty's not going in.
Not going in, it is a floor drop item, so theoretically easy to find, but...
You could have 8 blue whiz ropes guarding it. That is definitely a possibility.
That is true.
I think at this point, if I were Majesty in this situation, I would dig 2 to hope I could get a power bracelet or something.
There's 3 at Spectacle Rock!
Okay, well... Okay.
Your Majesty, you may have to choose. Both 2 and 3 are short levels.
They're both pretty small, yeah. I think 2 is like... I don't want to count rooms right now.
They are of similar numbers, I believe.
Yeah, I just don't know exact numbers.
In this case, we're going into the Manji, and we actually have a vanilla entrance, which is actually something I never thought I'd have to say when it comes to Zelda 1 Randomizer.
Oh yeah, I think there was somebody talking about, like, if I had $1 for every time I've accidentally exited a dungeon instinctively holding up.
And OPT Lawyer, our restreamer, is confirming we need to find a staircase in level 3 for the item. 2, it's defeat enemies.
Yeah, sometimes. You know, Zelda's weird.
So perhaps, you know, we know the rooms where we could see a staircase.
Oh, that's true. That's true. It's very limited here. Meanwhile, in 2, it could be literally any room that doesn't already have a drop. So, 3 has a less of a parameter to search, meaning it'll probably go quicker. So if we want to go here, it's the good idea.
Well, that and 3 was on the way back first, so
It was.
easy to go through.
I think I
Also,
would have ended up doing... So, go ahead.
Jaylow has found the boomerang and is picking it up.
Or burning it. You never know. Okay, picking it up.
Picking it up to burn later, maybe?
Maybe. How would that even work?
Well, it wouldn't happen in-game, but...
Oh. Burning a real-life banana.
Well, I'm pretty sure slightly cooked bananas aren't too bad.
That's funny. Majesty gets stuck in a shutter door with no way out except to fight a Gleeok. 3 hearts with white sword isn't really a problem to fight a Gleeok, especially with I meant red ring. Red ring, 3 hearts, white sword Gleeok isn't the worst. That's just kind of funny and mean. Explosions!
One of the bomb upgrades, and wait, Your Majesty, why did you restart there? Oh, right, Shutter Room.
Shutter Room, probably better this way to go back to the middle. Just about every reason.
So, just to explain why the restart happened there, for those that are new. What happened there is, well, first of all, it may have also been the Triforce Room, as OPT said.
It was the Triforce Room, we have the compass.
But also, a staircase cannot appear if it's a shutter room and you are blocked in.
Yeah.
Now, this room that Your Majesty is in with the Zols, no, that's a statue shooter room, never mind.
These are going this way. Chevy. There's level 4 on Jaylow's end. We'll see what Jaylow does.
Probably find the book and then leave it alone.
Maybe.
Then again, considering how this has been, that book may be useful. It certainly proved its worth to Your Majesty.
Yep, and Jaylow's going down the path to it.
Also, I just realized something.
Yeah.
Your Majesty has been in all the rooms, but did not find the item.
Huh. That's an oddity.
Now, admittedly, this is a different tile set, but... Okay, this looks like the right room.
Oh, okay, here we are. Yeah.
Alright, Jaylow has now learned to understand old people.
We can now read old people's thoughts. That's kind of scary, actually.
Agreed. Alright, we push the Petunia plan, or whatever it's called, and it's the almighty key.
The almighty key.
Ooh. The plot thickens.
I mean, we have 2.
We do have 2. So...
It's gonna be Majesty's next location.
Yeah, so... We may have to have an item to get us into level 8.
Yep.
So, folks at home, do you think it's going to be the recorder, the power bracelet, or the raft?
The magical boomerang.
If it's the
to get into 8. I was talking in. I thought you meant in 2.
Well, it's the item in 2 that we need. If 2 is the magical boomerang, then what square have we overlooked?
The item in 7. The 2 items in 9.
You're right.
That's 3 items.
So you actually want a vanilla magical boomerang.
I mean, we have an almost vanilla wooden one. Why not?
Fair point. Jaylow now at 4 Triforce pieces out of 5. So Jaylow is catching up.
Theoretically. Jaylow still has less bow information than Majesty. And has no idea what's happening in terms of level 8. So, theoretically, Triforce count. Sure, Jaylow's catching up, but knowledge, there's still a pretty decent advantage for Your Majesty.
Excellent point. Ew, likes with the bombs. Oh, and gets caught!
Gets the bombs, though.
Gets the bombs, and fortunately, the likes appear to be a little weaker.
Yep. I think I noticed that earlier, the weaker likes. Jaylow does not want anything to do with level 6. Oh no, unlocking a bomb hole. I'm dumb. Key door. Wait, I'm confusing myself.
It's okay. Remember your times with Celeste. Just breathe. You can do this.
I don't breathe in Celeste, I scream. That game's hard.
Harder than this?
Sure, why not? I don't know. I at least know what's happening in Celeste. This is a randomizer, we don't know what could happen.
We know the fundamentals at least.
Yeah. And you can't spell fundamentals without fun.
Though if you want to look into other types of fun, we have a number of people who have gone through I wish I could remember the name of the abbreviation, but it is a special RPG that is hosted Wednesdays, 8 p.m., typically on Randomania 2, so please check it out. I will get the name now.
I don't know it. Max bombs are money.
Ooh, that's ugly. And thank you, OPT Lawyer, Mutants and Masterminds.
Oh, this room looks terrible.
And it's not even a worthwhile room. Ganon's room cannot drop any items.
Really? I knew Zelda's room couldn't, but I didn't know Ganon's.
Alright, Jaylow has the red ring, so
4
all
times
that extra... Yep. Ooh, this diagonal room may have an item.
Could.
But dealing with Pole's voice in this situation, never fun.
That'd be mean if the item was in this Pulse voice room, and we need this item to get the bow.
You just had to say it!
I never said the raft was required to get to 8. I never said anything.
It's going to be required. Watch. Your Majesty is going to go up this raft into vanilla level 4, and it's going to be level 8.
I love this game! This is the greatest game I've ever played in my life! Alright, so we know the bow is going to be in level 8. Thanks to a hint from an old man. I think Wolfman hates me now.
No, I don't. We're just having fun with this like the old times, that's all. Alright, there's the staircase. It's a passage. We are still looking for the bow.
Oh, by the way, Goma creeps by Lake.
Here's the other staircase with an item here, but that should not cause a problem because it's entirely possible for this to be an item one.
Yep.
And there's the bow.
There's the bow.
Your Majesty.
Oh, hey, it's even a B.
Your Majesty has everything needed to complete the game. This is what we affectionately call go mode.
Alright, so... we don't have Your Majesty's audio with us, unfortunately. However, I guess I'm going to take this time while we're heading there now to talk about level 9, because there are some things you want to look for in level 9. And the reason I reference the audio is because the first thing that's mentioned is going to be Ganon. This set of flags that we're using for the Pentaforce tournament includes a flag called Forced Ganon, where you are going to be required to kill Ganon in order to open the door to save Zelda, to Zelda's room to save her, rather. However, Ganon really should have a noise complaint filed against him, because when you're in an adjacent room, you can hear where he is. Again, we don't have Your Majesty's audio, so we can't really tell that for ourselves. However, Your Majesty will still know, hopefully, so no need to worry about that.
I like that noise complaint thing. I may have to borrow that.
I don't know, we have a ton of different jokes involving Ganon.
I know. I used to do Loud and Proud, and then had to introduce the spoiled Bratra thanks to one of the other things you contributed.
Yeah, I think one of the ones that's my favorite, and nobody's ever said this, I literally came up with this in my head, is that Ganon is really bad at being quiet when trying to get food from the fridge at 2 a.m. So you can hear him when you're in an adjacent room. I just came up with that, and I'm going to use that one from now on.
I wouldn't object to that, but technically, this is now the afternoon for a number of people here.
Well, it's always 2 a.m. in Hyrule, right? You can make it 2 a.m.
I guess. There are still 2 other items that we may run into at level 9, we may not, we don't know.
The items don't really matter to Majesty at this point.
That is true. The only ones left... Ew, that's an ugly shoot room.
Oh, shoot.
The only 4 items that are unaccounted for are the recorder, the power bracelet, the red candle, and I always forget the other one.
The power bracelet, the recorder, the red candle, and the magical boomerang.
Right. We always want to forget about that one.
I mean, some people do. I'm indifferent.
Okay, technically I am too, but I have to keep the running gag alive.
I do. From the last tournament, I've kind of shifted my stance on the boomerangs to I don't really care which boomerang. Usually whatever boomerang I'll get first is the one I get if I want to get one. Sometimes I just don't want one. Boomerangs are really subjective between people. So, some people might like them, some people might like one specific one, some people might not want one ever. Some people I know with Select Swap don't like boomerangs that much. Because it just adds another button that you have to cycle through.
Jaylow now has all 5 pieces of the Triforce required. Your Majesty trying to deal with the second Patra since the first one was like, hey brother, wake up!
Yep. And there's a staircase in here. Already a fairly amount of level 9 for Your Majesty. Level 9 can feel like you're getting through a lot of rooms really quickly, but you can make no progress at all sometimes. It's a huge dungeon.
Yeah, the skull has about 55 rooms or so, I believe. And you have to remember that there are technically 3 secret rooms as well.
Yeah. He scarred the compass.
Your Majesty already found that. So, the hint rooms, we still use helpful hints for this stage anyway. I have to double check the future stages later. And Jaylow is purchasing hints.
Okay.
There's the key hint. Will he purchase more?
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope. He's gonna have to look for 2.
Wait, turning back. And bypassing it.
No, just going a different way.
So, talking about the hints in level 9 again. There are 4 possible hints available, but only 3 hint rooms available.
Yep.
We've just seen one of them. Where is the compass located? Or rather, who has the compass? The other 3. Where are the silvers? Where's the beast? And where's the princess?
Yeah.
The princess could very well be in this room north of Your Majesty right now if this shutter door doesn't open.
No, we have the compass.
Oh, right, that too.
I think my favorite old Ben hints you can get in level 9 are a toll room or a meat block. Bomb upgrade people cannot be in level 9. However, the bait block, as well as a money or life room, or in this case, a money or max bombs room, can be in level 9. And that can take up an old man slot and not give you a hint.
That is also true. Jaylow did find level 2, but chose to bypass it, going to do the same thing as Your Majesty did. Going to find 3, check out the potion shop, and probably re-enter 3 first.
Probably. Hopefully Jaylow does not take as long as Majesty did. But I assume that Jaylow wouldn't want to fight that room either with the Pole's voice without the bow.
However, we have to fight the Pole's voice in that room.
No, we don't have to in that room. It's a different room. The Pole's voice for the Any Key and the Pole's voice for the bow are 2 different, or the raft are 2 different Pole's voice rooms. They're both Pole's voice blocked. Oh, no, Jaylow. Not going to 3. Jaylow probably either has more overworld he wants to check out first, or is thinking that 2 would be a better check than 3. Hopefully goes back to 2, because that will be what pays off.
Making his way to 2 now.
Yep.
Oh, OPT lawyer, my apologies. Apparently he had to go through a seed where all 3 were in a row, but 2 of them were tolls.
How fun!
Okay. Maybe this passageway will help. No, trying to go back in. We haven't seen a hint for where the beast is yet.
Oh, okay, that's a little better, lawyer. Alright, yeah.
For those that have forgotten, level 6 has 6 passageways to go through, and we're already seeing a number of them potentially close by.
Yeah, this is a lot of pathways.
Oh, that room can possibly have a stair, and of course the wizards choose to cheat.
This flag set has a lot of things, but one of the things that's not currently being used is second quest dungeon rooms. So right now there are only a very specific set of rooms that can have push block.
Was I mixing up my second quest rooms here? I'm double checking the cheat sheet.
Yeah, that is this room that only has push block in second quest, along with a ton of other rooms.
Gotcha. Wait a second, my cheat sheet actually doesn't say if there is... I need to find an updated cheat sheet for second quest rooms, because this one is only for first quest.
Oh, that's the thing.
Though the funny thing is, it is labeled as such, that there is a stair or at least a standing item. That's what it is, because it's the compass. Right, Jaylow is now in level 2, and he's going to find the bow, but oh, Ganon and Zelda are right next door.
Oh! So Your Majesty just has to get Ganon, I think, 7 or 8 hits. I don't know, 8? I'm gonna say 8.
8, I believe. However, 1 more hit, and that's it. However, Your Majesty does have the stun lock, and gets it!
There we go! Very nice. Now just has to get to Zelda's room. Gonna up A to get there.
Was there a passageway or something that we had to take?
I don't remember.
Your Majesty attempting to just go straight up and up. This room could potentially be bombable, and it is, as long as it's a shoot room, but not the horizontal kind. We are good!
Yes!
And
We're good.
another ladder to go for good measure.
Yep.
Go figure.
Jaylow takes the Triforce piece from 2, despite already having 5 Triforce pieces. Pretty interesting. Gotta go back in, though.
Mainly to recharge the health, but it doesn't matter. Your Majesty has finished with an official time of 57 minutes, 6 seconds. Get your GGs out in chat, everyone. And, well, I guess we may as well reveal the secret, because one of the ones giving the GGs is Your Majesty himself. This was technically a retro broadcast, so Your Majesty was allowed to actually be in chat for this. But he only came in at the very end, so as to minimize spoilers, for that, I thank you, Your Majesty.
Yeah, I had last tournament, I had a retro restream, which was really complicated because the restreamer of that race was one of the participants. So it was kind of hard to keep that cover, but I'm glad that this race was still good enough sailing, and we're still doing really good with Jaylow. Jaylow knows where the bow is and is soon to dig out the raft to enter 8 with.
Hey, Your Majesty, if you can hear this, feel free to hop in for an interview.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a really good play. I definitely want to talk about how you felt about that.
I'm now remembering the retro that I had to effectively participate in. And it was a very close one from the last tournament.
Yeah.
Alright, Jaylow is 1 room away. Alright, Your Majesty will be joining us shortly. In the meantime, Jaylow has bombed the correct hole, now just has to go into it and learn the bad news.
Yep.
This is just an ugly room. You don't have a lot of room to maneuver. The traps don't help. The only advantage you have is because the traps count as enemies as well, not as many to deal with. Jaylow finds the raft and just looks at it in disgust for a bit.
Yeah. We'll see what he wants to do. He doesn't have the any key, so it's safe to assume. I don't know if he wants to go back to 3 or not. Looks like up A-ing, though, and gonna check out this raft spot, and gonna find 8. And will hopefully take as short of a time as Your Majesty took to find the bow, because Your Majesty found it within only a couple rooms. Just went the right way and found it without much of a problem. Hopefully we won't have Jaylow taking too long, because I don't know how much Jaylow wants to do. Without the any key, he might be deterred from going up here. And I think that's where the bow was. Okay, well, this might deter him from going down. Nope.
Ooh, Goma block in the Chevy room.
That's disgusting.
Oh, and another Goma right after!
Hey! And we don't have the bow! So we can't hurt it. Gonna take the key, run off. Might head up this time? I'm hopeful. And hello there.
Welcome, Your Majesty. GG.
Hello. I keep forgetting push to talk is the thing.
Yeah.
So, first of all, how are you doing this morning/afternoon?
I just woke up, so I mean, yeah, I'm doing good.
So, how much do you remember of your race with Jaylow?
Well, I remember the the Armos item was the step ladder. After getting the step ladder, I was like, oh man, that's really free. So I was like, let me go ahead and check the coast. So I'm pretty sure I up an aid and beam my straight to the coast, which was the white sword. And so I was like, oh, well then I probably won't need hearts unless the white sword item is like the bow or the silver arrows. So then after
And
that, I pretty much just looked for the dungeons. I found 5, and I beat that relatively quickly. Found 6, found the red ring, and then I was like, well, I definitely won't need any more hearts. And the reason for that is I want to keep beam sword.
oh,
So I know a lot of runners don't really get keep 3 hearts because white sword isn't really gotten that early. But you know, I wanted to play as optimal as I could because I was coming in thinking Jaylow had done practice as much as I had, so there's also that. And when I found the stepladder, I also assumed that Jaylow had went the same route and found the white sword also.
That ended up not being the case, actually. It took Jaylow a little bit to find the stepladder.
Yeah, I see. Um, that's really unfortunate. And I was also surprised at how fast I had gotten all 5 Triforce pieces.
Yeah, the Triforce pieces wasn't too much of a problem, at least once you had the stepladder. The problem was the bow.
Yeah. So as you can see, I got 5 Triforces around 27 minutes, and so after that, I found 9 relatively quickly, but I didn't have the bow, and I had bought a hint that essentially said the bow was an 8. So then I spent about, I don't know, 25 minutes looking for level 8, only to find that it was raft block, and so I had to dig into other dungeons.
It, that you did. Hopefully, you weren't too upset with finding the raft in level 2 with that ugly Pulse voice room.
Oh no, not actually. No, I actually like when it comes to combat. I actually enjoy Finding Poe's voice, but I'm probably the only one to say that. I prefer Fighting Poe's voice over um, Lamola's, let's say.
That is true. Well, at the very least, you are now 1-0, and you've certainly gained a few fans already in this first round.
I'm actually surprised. Like I said, I was going in assuming, um, Jaylo had practice and whatnot. So I was really nervous considering how fast the seat was going.
Well, you get a chance to relax until the next drawing. Is there anyone you're nervous about facing?
Um, not really. I honestly, this might sound crazy or whatever, but I want to go against Jam because we've never versus ever in the randomizer. I've raced against J Coper, I believe, before, and BT. So yeah, I wanna make the I guess the dream match happen, at least for me.
Well, Jaylo is wrapping things up, hoping to rescue the princess.
I mean, that's a brave challenge right there.
Ooh, and
Willing-
finds a bomb hole too. Oh, shoot! Learns the bad news.
Yep.
I hope you weren't too nervous about seeing that shoot room before Zelda.
Oh no, not at all. Actually, when I saw it, I was actually kind of happy because it more or less told me that the only way to get into the room was from the south, or maybe from the east and west from the top. So I decided to keep a single bomb just in case.
So it looks like Jaylow had found Ganon very quickly, but you were able to just go straight up from start to get it.
Yeah. And, well, my reasoning for that was, usually when I enter level 9, I do like a zigzag, so I go like up and then left. I keep doing that until I reach the northwest. But this time I decided to go straight up. I got the compass, so I knew where Zelda was. So I decided to, see if her room was easily accessed. And then after that, I decided to head west. And of course, the way I did it would eliminate me having to use any bombs, any excessive bombs.
I think I've covered all my questions. Lori, do you have any?
I don't have anything, no. I just think that was a really just good match all around. Bo was kind of trolly, so that kind of extended the length of a seed a bit, but you got a lot of good progress really quickly, and it was just an amazing play to watch basically the whole race.
So I was exploring southwest, and while I was exploring, I was like, you know what would really suck? If I see a dot done, because Ganon is like really close to Zelda. And so I think I paused it, and I had like a split second of thinking. I said, maybe Ganon's like northeast of Zelda. And so that's the reason why I had up an A when I was exploring the bottom left. And I had one, I essentially went northeast just in case,
Yeah. And it paid off.
Yeah, it really did. And then after seeing other matches, it's like it's been happening a lot. So.
Ooh, Jaylow finds the back way to Zelda. Just has to get around the Patra.
I think he has enough hearts to just damage boost through that.
And takes the fire in the face to wrap things up. Jaylow7 finishes with an official time of 1 hour, 10 minutes flat. Get your GGs out in chat, everyone. Now, unfortunately, Jaylow is not available for an interview from what I can tell, so... Any final thoughts before we take care of scheduling and administrative stuff, Your Majesty?
All I can say is, whoever I'm matched up against, I hope you're, I don't want to say I hope you're ready, like, as a challenge, but I like to schedule things quickly. And I like to get my race like out of the way early and not wait for an entire week. So, but that's just me. I'm always flexible. So, I just love playing Randomizer. Since, I've been playing Randomizer since it, released. So, there's that.
I understand. Give it up once more for Jaylow7 and Your Majesty. Please give them a follow, as well as our staff, OPT Lawyer on Restream, Melee Wizard on Tracking, and Lori DeBunnykins on Commentary with me, Wolfman2000.
Thank you. I had a lot of fun. This was a really cool race. A lot of funny things happened. It was just a good time.